my kitchen. Sorry about my voice. The allergy season is here, pollen. So bear with me. I hope you can hear me okay. Welcome back to my kitchen. If you haven't been here before, my name is Sharice Hurd. I'm your Pampered Chef Consultant, and this is Whatcha Cooking Wednesday. You can join me every Wednesday, just about every Wednesday, at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, right here in my kitchen, for a quick little demo of usually dinner, but sometimes it's a treat or something else. So if you're just popping in, say hello in the comments. Let me know that you're here. If you're watching the replay, comment replay so that I know you watched it after the fact, all right? And feel free to share this with your friends, because who doesn't need a dinner that's ready in about 30 minutes, right? All right. As we get started, I want to just talk about this real quick. This is our double burner grill pan. It's a non-stick double burner grill pan. I love this for cooking chicken. I can cook a whole big batch of chicken just for my husband and I, and then I have extra for the week for salads or whatever. So I'm going to get this heated up, but I wanted to show it to you real quick first. All right, so I'm going to get that heated up. That's for our chicken. It's going to be going on in just a few minutes. Get that going. So I got it set to about a medium high. Oh, here we go. All right, so double burner grill pan. So we are making grilled chicken. So I've got some chicken breast that earlier I cut in half with, let me grab that. I meant to grab it. I have it. It's all washed up this morning. This is our closing cut. So these chicken breasts were huge, okay? I actually had to cut them in half this way to be able to cut them in half this way. So usually I take the chicken breast, I place it on here, I take the knife and put it, hopefully you can see that, put the chicken breast in here, and then take the knife and you just slice right through. This is spring loaded on top and bottom, so it basically lets you cut it right in half without having to worry about your fingers. Your fingers are safe. There's like another protection area here. Easy cleanup, because this can go right into the dishwasher. So I cut all the chicken breasts in half earlier today and marinated them in a lime, a little bit of oil. You can use canola oil, olive oil, avocado oil, whatever you prefer. And then some lime juice and some of our Southwest seasoning. So those are ready to go on there. I'm not going to even, you can spray the grill pan, but I already put oil on the chicken, so it's going to be fine and non-stick. All right. So then in here, this is, so who has the deep covered baker? And if you do, has it been sitting in the back of your cabinet and you haven't been using it? All right. This used to be, before we came along with all of our electric products, this used to be our workhorse of the kitchen. This was our power tool. We called it the magic pot because there's so many things you can cook in it, not just in the oven, but in the microwave. And tonight I'm going to cook our whole dinner, well, this part of the dinner, in the microwave for you in about 30 minutes, all right? It is a part of our stoneware line. It is glazed on the outside, but unfinished on the inside, or unglazed. I've got about a cup of quinoa in there right now. Cup of quinoa that I've rinsed and drained, all right, in there. And I've got a cup of chicken broth. Now, if you're doing this a vegetarian version, you can make that, you can use vegetable broth, okay? So, because I'm serving chicken, I didn't really care, so I didn't put in chicken. All right, so quinoa, vegetable broth, and I'm going to put it in the microwave right now on high, covered for 10 minutes. So we're going to get this in the microwave right away to get going. And meanwhile, we've got some other things to do, like put this chicken on. All right, let me get this going. All right. This is nice and hot, so I've got it, so you can feel that heat coming up. I'm not touching it, I'm just close to it. It is ready, okay? So I've got it all, my chicken here in this nice little Ziploc bag, all right? We're gonna get this all seasoned. It's seasoned up beautifully. Now I want to hear that sizzle when I put it on. Now this is going to be nice and big so I can get all my chicken on here at one time. Like I said, I cut these pieces in half, and then I had to cut them in half again, okay? So that I can get them there. Two more, I think. Yes. All right, that there. There we go. Now once you get this on there, you don't really want to move it, okay? Let it do its thing, and it'll help with caramelization. All right. There we go. All of those pieces. So that's actually one big, or actually two large chicken breasts. And like I said, I cut them up, cut them in half this way and then this way because they were so big. One of them, I swear to God, the chicken breast was that big. Now there's a couple of reasons you want to do that. So one of the biggest reasons is that I'm losing my mind here, is that if I kept that big breast, that thicker end would take forever to cook, all right? Oops, I forgot to set my timer. Alexa, set a timer for 4 minutes. These are only going to need like 4 minutes per side, okay? So I'm setting a timer because I'll be talking and I'll forget about them. So anyways, the thicker end will take forever to cook, and the smaller end will be so overcooked, they don't be able to eat it, okay? So by cutting it half this way, that makes them evenly thickness, and they'll cook evenly. Like I said, 4 minutes per side, done. Okay. So I just realized I forgot my knife. Hold on 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So we want to get our veggies ready to go in here. So I'm going to quickly, I've got my prep board here, all right? And I love it because I've got this little, it has little brackets here so that I can put my garbage bowl right here, okay? So I'm using my utility knife from our new Foundations knife set. Absolutely love this thing. So sharp. And it has such a great weight to it. I mean, you will be like cutting like a chef, let me tell you. All right, so I got my garbage here, put that right there, boom. All right, where am I eating? Actually, then I've got a zucchini. So you can use red or, let me see here, how long are we at? I think. You can use red or yellow, red or orange pepper. You want something with color. So I'm just cutting these. There we go. Now, I'm going to grab my quick slice. This is so handy. So one thing that's going to help this to cook evenly, so it has a little protector bottom so that when you get the storage, I'm just going to put that to the side. Alexa, how much time is left? Okay, still 2 minutes. All right. So anyways, quick slice. This will help everything cook evenly because they're all going to be cut the same width, okay? Now, if you've got good cutting skills, go for the knife and cut them up into slices. If not, grab the quick slice, okay? It has serrated edges, serrated blades here at the bottom, and they're variegated to go down easily. Now, and then this is your guidebook so you can see how the width of them. So with our kind of wedging type tools, you want to rock them down, okay? So rock it down. This was a very small little piece here. All right, so just kind of rock it down. And that allows the metal of the blades to line up with that part, and then boom, there we go. See, these are all perfect even sliced. So if you're doing some prep, like you want to be eating more vegetables and things during the week, prep up your veggies like this, okay? If you don't have the quick slice, maybe you have the mandolin. Use the mandolin to do it. Either one will work fine. So this is a recipe, I gotta tell you, this is a recipe I used to make all the time, especially at cooking shows. I mean, constantly, all right? And then I kind of forgot about it. I was looking for some recipes to share with my recipe text club, and This one came up because I wanted something with kind of a Mexican flair. And I was like, I totally forgot about that recipe. I need to do that recipe. So now I'm going to do it with the zucchini. Same thing. Put your zucchini there. Oh, these might be a little long. Let's see. Yep, that one's a little long. Darn it. Let's see if I can get it through. There it goes. All right. You want to make it sure it's the right length. So, oops. But I'll show you real quick. Look at these perfectly sliced zucchinis, right? Little round rounds. All right, let me flip this over. Alexa, turn the timer off. All right, look at this. This is beautiful. It's got the grill marks on it. I will show you 1 second. Stand up. Look at the grill marks on that chicken. It looks like I cooked it outside, right? Who needs bugs and all of those things? You can stay inside and grill and have it beautiful, okay? All right, let's get these zucchinis done because I have a feeling that will be done in just a minute. All right, so take your quick slice, chop these up. All right, let's see what we got here. Finish this one up. But you can do just about like any kind of softer vegetable in here. I wouldn't do, you could do onions, but I think the Rapid Run Mandolin does onions better. All right, we're gonna save this later because I'll probably do my avocado with it. Oh, my son brought me home fresh eggs. Yay! All right, and then I've got some corn here. So this happens to be from my freezer. It is just frozen corn, but you know what? I took this corn off the cob last summer. So I'm finishing up. I have just a little bit left of it, like maybe another cup or so. And I use it all winter long. So you can use our kernel cutter to cut the corn off the cob, and then you've got it for corn for the whole time, right? Perfect, all right? We're gonna be seasoning up this with our Tex-Mex seasoning. I've got that here. We need a can of fire roasted tomatoes, so I need to get that opened. So let me grab my smooth edge can opener. Now, if you haven't seen this before, it's a little different because it goes on the can this way, not sideways, on the top. And the edge of the can goes between these two little circles. All right? Give it a quarter turn. It's locked on there. All right? Then just keep turning it all the way around until you hear a little pop or a little release. You'll feel it. You'll know when it happens. All right? We're just about there. There it goes. It gets a little easier to turn, too. All right, quarter turn left, and it unlocks it. Then I'm going to use this bell button here. And that makes this little beak thing here go up and down. Grab the edge of the can with that, pop it off, just like that. Smooth edges, no one's getting cut, all right? Let me move that out of my way. I'll move this can out of the way because we're gonna need that in a minute. All right, our corn is ready. Then I got a can of black beans that I've rinsed and drained. They're ready to go. And we're gonna do 2 cloves of garlic with our garlic press. Okay, who has the garlic press? Comment press, tell me what you think of the press. It is a must-have, I think, in just about every kitchen, right? All right, let me get my micro grips out here with these little babies. Who has these? I love these. It's like little lips, right? All right, let me see where I'm at, make sure I've got everything. Yep, we got 1 minute left on the microwave, sorry. I didn't set a timer, did I? Better check the chicken. All right, let me grab a plate because we're gonna need to put that. See, some things I don't always think about when I'm prepping. All right, let's see where we're at here. All right, I'm gonna grab the thermometer. So, this is our food thermometer. It is a must-have. It has super big readout. You guys see the numbers? Look at those numbers. I can read them even without my glasses, okay? So we want this at about 165. Probably right about there, just about there. Yeah, a little bit more. Okay. This piece is smaller. I wonder where it's at. Yeah, that one's just about there too. Let it go. All right. We'll give it 1 more minute. All right, where's my little grippy? Okay, micro grips here. All right, you're gonna want these first to get this out of the microwave. And I've got my trivet, nesting trivet set right there. Okay. Use this one. Ooh, that's hot, right? Now, what we're going to do quickly is we are going to add in all of our veggies and our seasoning. Let me grab my garlic. So the garlic press. Do not peel your garlic, all right? And there's a little tool in the handle here. Squeeze that down. All right, your garlic comes right off. You use the back side of this little tool to clean off that. And then, whoop, that's a big piece of garlic. I don't want to waste that garlic. Look at the peel is right there, right in my garbage bowl. All right, and then I can clean out whatever's left in there with the little handle. Here's my second one. All right, scrape that off. Ooh, look at all that good garlic. All right, first of all, there's a couple of pieces there. All right. Get that all in there. There we go. And then this one, I had to pull it out, but there's my peel. Easy peasy, just like that, okay? Now, all our veggies going in here. Our peppers, our zucchini. Trying to break up the zucchini so they, those slices separate. All right, the corn is going in. That in there. Black beans are going in. See how fast this comes together? I take a can of tomatoes, undrained, don't drain them, put them right in there. And I highly recommend the fire roasted. Gives it so much more flavor. Then I need 1 to 2 tablespoons of the Tex-Mex rub. So the top of our lid, the inside, the first line down, that's about a tablespoon, all right? And I like lots of flavor, so we're going 2 tablespoons, give or take. All right, there we go. So now I got my handy. This is our small mix and scraper. Hold on to it with a micro grip. All right, let's get this stirred up. Stir this all together. Mix in that quinoa around and the seasoning and the tomatoes, carrots. Now you can mix this up if you wanted to use yellow squash. I love this in the summertime because all of these vegetables are really fresh and, ready to go. You can take your corn right off the cob and, put it together, with a kernel cutter. The red peppers out of the gardens. The zucchinis are like abundant, right? All right, let's put this back in the microwave. That's it. Put all those together. Back in the microwave for about another 8 to 10 minutes, okay? So we're going to go 9 minutes. Woo. Get that going, and we're going to take our chicken off. So that has time to rest. All right. I'm going to double check my chicken here. Oh, yeah. Make sure it's in the right spot. There we go. Oh yeah, this one is ready. Look at these grill marks. This is beautiful, okay? It looks, come on. Does that not look like it came right off the grill? Tell me, right? I'm loving it. And it smells so good. The smell of this, oh. And it gets the caramelization on there. So good. All right. That one piece needs a little bit longer, but this one's ready. So we want to get these off. We want to let them rest. Okay? So those can just sit there and hang out, right? So we have a couple more things before to get ready for little toppings, okay? So I like to do, let me just clean up a little bit here. Well, all right. I like to, first of all, you need cilantro in it, okay? You can't put the cilantro in while it's cooking. You want to make sure you leave it out very last minute because it'll just will break down the flavor of it. It cooks. So I'm going to use my kitchen shears here, the professional shears. So they're spring loaded, all right, and they're perfect for cutting up. I got some leaves, some cilantro leaves here in my prep bowl, and I'm just using this, steaming up in my prep bowl, cutting them up. So much easier than a knife, okay? I have to tell you, so much easier. So this is one of those things. So when that comes out of the microwave, it's got to sit for 5 minutes, all right? And that just kind of allows it to keep cooking a little bit and temperature to come down. Then we'll add in our cilantro. All right, mix in our cilantro. Look at that, quick, easy, done, okay? Mix in our cilantro. And then you can top it with, serve it with slices of avocado. So I've got an avocado here that I can slice up. I move some of my dirty dishes. I'm gonna grab my quick slice again because we'll use that. Got my avocado tool. If you are an avocado eater, this is a must, okay? One side is serrated and it's sharp, okay? Don't make it think it's not. And then this side is smooth. That's for when you're cut. So the serrated, cutting the outside, smooth if you're gonna cut the inside, okay? And then this is the part is for the pit. So let me show you. So we're gonna take this, go. So I like slices of avocado on this. I just love that creaminess with it. All right, a little twist. Come on, you're ripe enough. All right, take this part here, slap it in there. Come on, twist. Okay, why is it I can do an avocado? I did avocado Monday night for our Mexican Cinco de Mayo. I tried to do it tonight, it's not working for me. Every time I'm live, I tell you, pampered, not perfect. That's what it is. Life is not perfect, right? All right, there we go. Now we're out. Throw you in there. Okay. So then I'm going to use the smooth edge to take the, I want to take this out whole. Because I want to show you cutting it in the quick slice here. So easy. I mean, it's already dirty. You might as well use the quick slice, right? All right. Use that smooth side to pop it out of there. All right. Take the blade out. I'm going to just lay it down right there. And then boom. Watch. Actually, I should have laid it this way. There we go. This takes no pressure at all because it just slides right through there. Let me get this down here to lift it up with. And look at these beautiful slices ready to go, okay? So I'm going to do the other one real quick. And then that's really our topping. Like I said, the other thing is sometimes if you have extra limes, I used all my limes in my marinade for my chicken this morning. So I don't have any of those extra. So I'm going to just use, but sometimes I serve it with wedges of limes. Go. It's a little messy. Boom. All right, and that one's ready. So now I've got my toppings ready for this. Also, you might want to have a little sour cream with it. Sometimes sour cream is really, I like sour cream. If you don't have avocados, sour cream, or maybe both. What would you top this with? Would you want a little extra lime? Would you want the avocado? Are you an avocado person? Yay or nay? Or sour cream, or both, or all of it, who knows? So that is it. I will share the recipe for the quinoa in the comments in a little bit. If you are interested in my recipe text club, where you get a recipe at the beginning of the month to try, along with a bunch of other recipes that have to do for the month, like this month I'm sharing Mexican salsa month. So I'm sharing salsa recipes along with some Mexican inspired recipes because of Cinco de Mayo and Mother's Day recipes. So if you want those, make sure you comment recipe and I will add you and send you out that text tomorrow. Well, that's it. What do you guys think? Would you eat this? I will post a picture of the finished product, our dinner when it's ready, in the comments. I so appreciate you joining me tonight and every week. Many of you come in every week to watch me. Thank you so much. I do so appreciate your time and sharing it with me. Hope you all have a fantastic week. For all of you mothers, happy Mother's Day a little early. Hope you get pampered on your day for Mother's Day on Sunday. Have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.